Today's show is brought to you by HelloFresh. Please visit HelloFresh.com and use the promo code CAGCast30 to save $30 off your first week of deliveries when you subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGCast episode number 513. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And always we are joined by a man who something Wombat.
That was clever. I like that one.
Oh, I even fucked up the part before it where I was just saying something.
That's okay.
A big fly went right by my monitor. Threw me off.
And now I'm choking on nothing, so you know how it is.
Shipwreck, join in on this. Come on.
You remember when Mr. Miyagi caught that fly?
With the chopsticks? Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
I don't know why he caught that fly. Perhaps he'll die.
I want to try it, but it's really bad manners to do that.
Ralph Macchio is going to be here for our Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Yeah, you showed us the lineup of guests. I guess it's just people you could get your picture taken with, right? For $40.
You can pay to either have them sign something or get your picture with them. Yes.
You said it was sad. I thought it was a pretty good group of people.
Yeah, it's got the guy from The Princess Bride.
Carrie
That's
Yules.
a big name. Yeah, that's a big name.
Or Sean Moran. Is that the guy's name? No, what's the guy's name?
Who?
The Wallace Shawn.
Wallace Shawn. That's
the
it.
Inconceivable guy?
Yes.
Yes.
He's the one I would gravitate towards if I was.
Was that a lisp that you just put into that?
Yes, he says inconceivable.
No, he doesn't have a lisp like that.
Okay, he does. I'm making it up.
I think you just added a lisp to that character.
No. Inconceivable. No,
right.
It's inconceivable.
I don't know. I
think he has a little bit of spit when he says it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I have to listen to it.
Yes. Have fun reading the
Ralph
castle.
Macchio will be here.
Excellent.
I will
enjoy that. You're gonna go, aren't you? You go every
I
year,
don't know. I looked at the list. Like last year was a big year. I mean, we had Stan Lee, we had Billy D. Williams,
other people with the last name Lee,
probably,
or that rhyme with Lee. Sandra D was there, Billy D was there, Stan Lee was there, Jim Lee was there. Who else was there? D Wallace Shawn was there.
It's not a bad lineup this year, but it's how much would you pay to have Ralph Macchio sign something?
I would not pay anything. I already met Ralph Macchio once. I got to hang out with him for like an hour. That was enough.
Okay. What about Carrie Yules?
I've never met him, but I'm sure he's very nice. But I wouldn't pay anything for that either.
50 bones.
For real?
Yeah, that seems a little excessive. But it's surprising to me that there are people willing to do that, though. I guess, but I'm sure there are people whose favorite movie is The Princess Bride. So that I guess, or Robin Hood Men in Tights. Oh, that's my favorite movie.
No,
where you find a chew on the toilet outside. That part's great.
That's inconceivable.
It's a pretty good movie. I'm fine.
I mean, it's pretty good, but it's nobody's favorite movie.
I know, and it's not Achus, it's the blind guy who's outside on the toilet, but still.
Meanwhile, I listened to that guy say inconceivable about 20 times while you guys were talking. Sometimes he has the lisp, sometimes he doesn't.
Well, so then we're both right.
It's not really
Everybody
a lisp,
wins.
it's more like a succotash, like spit.
Yeah, there's spit involved.
Too much wet mouth.
Story of my life.
Where are we here?
You got anything special going on?
Oh, yes.
Maybe this weekend, perhaps?
No, it's been going on for a while now. Osaka Grandma is in the house.
I know, but are you doing something special this weekend with her in town?
No, she's leaving.
Really?
Yeah.
Before Saturday?
I like that Wombat has a better handle on when my birthday is than I do. That's pretty good.
Thank you. I honestly assumed she was in town so you guys could go out for your birthday because it is the big 5-0, and I thought you were doing something special.
It's not the big 5-0. Okay, let's the fake news. No, she's just here. She was here actually, she comes to visit, of course, anyway, but she was here to come to the US Open, and she got to do that. She actually got to visit Ty's school because it was Meet the Teacher Day, the day before school, where you basically bring in the school supplies. Do you pre-order the school supplies?
We did it for the first time last year, and it was so convenient we did it again this year.
You have to do that. So the old way is that they give you a list of things.
Well, you can still have that choice.
Yes, you can still do that. They give you a list of all the things the kids need for every grade. It's a little bit different. And never does one store have all the things that you need. And now you just give them money. You just give the school money, and then there's a box of stuff waiting for you in the lobby of the school on the day before the school starts, and
Ours, you have to go to the president of the PTA's house.
Oh no, this is just like right in the, it's all just, the box is all just piled up right in the entranceway of the school. So meanwhile, I saw Osaka Grandma came with us. Mrs. Cheapy had to go to work, but this was like a cool opportunity for, a 60-something-year-old Japanese woman to visit an American elementary school to see what that's like. And she was, I think she was pretty blown away with how casual everything is. That, usually when the parents go to an event at a school in Japan, like people get dressed up, so often wearing a suit for like a big event, like, I don't know, like graduation or like the opening ceremony of school. But people just were there in shorts, like men wearing shorts and t-shirts and stuff. And I think she was not prepared for that at all.
Oh yeah. If it was me, it'd be Speedos and flip flops
and Birkenstocks,
yeah.
Crocs.
Like, hey, Sabrina's dad. What's going on, y'all?
Let's get her done.
Get her done.
Goddamn supplies. Yeah. On Long Island, that's how people talk.
That's
redneck capital of the world.
And then the boxes, all the empty, most of the people order the school supplies online because you'd be dumb to not just give them the money. It's cheaper and it's just waiting for you there, right in the entranceway. So people get the school supplies and they bring it into the classroom. They put the stuff in the desk, and then you got this big box, and they just leave the box in the hallway. Like nobody breaks it down or anything. Nobody's telling you what to do. Like constantly, like they are in Japan. Like you're never just standing around, like not knowing what to do when you're inside the school at an event. So I think Osaka Grandma was pretty impressed with the freedom. It was like free range kids, basically. Ty's running around, like saying hi to all of his friends, and I don't know. I think she got a kick out of it, and I got a kick out of seeing her exposed to that experience. It was pretty cool.
That's good.
It was good. And today she's into ping pong. She's very into ping pong. So she asked me to get her a table tennis lesson.
So you beat her at ping pong today?
I didn't beat her at ping pong. We played in our backyard a little bit. She's good. Did she go on the train on the Long Island Railroad?
No,
tomorrow she will. She'll go with Mrs. Cheapy. But I figured we were sort of busy, had a lot of stuff going on. So we just did it locally. There's a ping, like 15 minutes away. There's a place, and I got her a teacher there, and I took like a lesson from the teacher's sister while Ty and Osaka Grandma took a lesson. And the teachers are Chinese, and the teacher's sister, who was giving me a little lesson, said to me, I don't know why I put up with a lot of abuse when I play ping pong, but and I still stick with it. She said to me, she's like, "Oh, you play table tennis like I speak English," and that was not a compliment.
It sounded like she was very fluent.
She was not.
I know you said that very clearly, so I assume that she was.
No, I didn't want to do like an Asian accent, but I was like, oh, that hurt. And like my other, my main coach, JP, he laughs like while I'm playing against him. He'll just start laughing, and he's laughing at me
Because you're bad.
because I must look so awkward as a 6'4" bald goofball,
Goonie bird.
right? Trying to like, stand over this table without like stepping on the table. I don't know. Anyway, it was fun. Anyway, so we got Osaka Grandma a lesson, and it went pretty well. I think Ty's going to start taking lessons. She said that if Ty starts taking lessons with her, one lesson a week, within 2 months, he'll be beating me. And Ty was very excited about that opportunity. He like wants to beat me in everything now, like anything. Like he could say that he's better than me. He'll just, he'll trumpet it.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's better at one
weird.
thing than you, youth.
Well, that's not really a skill. Anyway, how about some show feedback?
Sure. Ultra Magnus TCV has to say, I would like to know, why is Wombat teased for being a cheap-ass gamer when that's the name of the site? Yeah, why?
Because it's an opportunity to tease Wombat, and you just don't pass those up.
Understandable.
I mean, have you listened to this show before? Balls get busted sometimes.
Yeah, ping pong balls.
Also, it's not, we're not teasing Wombat for being a cheap-ass gamer. We're teasing Wombat for, I don't know, trying to work the system in his favor not in like a traditional cheap-ass gamer way, but in a like PR way. Does that make sense? Shipwreck, explain.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
I think it makes sense to people.
Yeah.
Sure.
Basically, we just hate Wombat.
Right.
I know that's not true. Shipwreck
Whatever
loves
you have to
me.
tell yourself.
Shipwreck loves me like a sibling. Mm.
Like a 6-year-old, 8-year-old sibling, like a
Yes.
or like
an
older siblings.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, like an 8-year-old sibling. I think that's the right way. I don't know. Are we on to these movies? The movie?
Yeah,
portion?
I think so.
Yeah, why don't you tell us about this movie you saw?
I saw Wonder Woman in the theater this week.
Oh, in the theater? I didn't know that.
Tuesday special?
It was a Mrs. Shipwreck looked at the movie times wrong, and we had babysitter and a dinner reservation. And so we got to the theater, and the only thing playing at the time that we were there that would work was Wonder Woman.
Oh. What
Which
were you
is fine.
supposed to see?
I think we were going to see Lucky Logan. Logan Lucky? Logan Lucky?
I think you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard that movie's pretty good, but it's not like you.
No, it was
you're
fine.
Yeah.
It worked out fine. Wonder Woman is definitely the best of these recent DC movies.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's still lower tier Marvel level. I was looking at my watch a lot, not only because we had dinner reservations, but
It's
there's
long.
just it's long, and there's
That's why
several
people do
scenes.
dinner and a movie, not movie and dinner, by the way.
Well, we had a late lunch, so things got discombobulated a little bit.
Sounds like a horrible date.
It was fine.
I like that Wombat's trying to blame you because Wonder Woman's a little too long.
Right.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that was my big complaint when I saw it the first time, was that it's too long.
It still feels like they could have taken another pass at the script, just jazz it up a little bit. I realized they wanted to go a serious route. It's set in World War I, and everybody has to be super serious.
It's
But
very gray and very brown.
I feel like they probably had to reshoot a lot of scenes because Chris Pine was simply just too charming. And they just had to keep on telling him to tone it down, and just play it straight.
You saying his
Because-
acting was wooden in the...
Yeah, there's a lot of wooden acting in this. There's several scenes where Wonder Woman is doing a monologue, or very early on when her friend dies, and she's just going through the whole no, no dialogue. I don't know. It did nothing. I felt like everybody in the theater, there was still like, there was only 12 of us because we saw Wonder Woman 6 months after it was out in the theaters. I felt like nobody had a reaction to anything in the movie the entire time it was on. And then we got up and left.
Oh, I had a reaction. I was into it.
Yeah,
I was into it for sure.
I liked the movie.
Yeah, no, that's the weird thing. Like I came away with it and went, all right, Wonder Woman. That was better.
I like Spider-Man more, but I guess
Yes.
but is that an apples and oranges thing? I don't even know. Is that fair?
They're two movies. I don't know. They're going for totally different things.
Yeah, but they're both
At the same time, there's
superheroes
nothing
in them.
that forced DC to make this a serious movie. Like they're choosing to do that. And they chose to make a lot of money on it because I don't think it matters what they do. They're going to make a lot of money on these movies.
Right. It's Wonder Woman. Everybody knows Wonder Woman.
Right.
Unless you really mess it up, everybody's going to go see Wonder Woman.
No, my son he's into the new Justice League movie's coming out, and he's now into the action figures, just the standard 6-inch Justice League action figures, and he has a Superman and a Batman. That's what he has, and he loves them, but he really wants the Wonder Woman. Like he really wants the Wonder Woman, and she's really hard to find. And I found it today, and he doesn't know that it's actually sitting in the closet. He's got to earn it. He doesn't just get it. But I have a Wonder Woman in my closet, so there.
I did appreciate that Apache Chief was in the movie. I'm looking forward to him in Justice League.
I don't even know if I remember when he was in the movie.
He's one of her Howling Commandos.
Yeah.
Is that Apache Chief? I didn't even pick
No,
up
it's
on
not.
that.
It's Shipwreck making a joke.
Oh, okay.
Clearly, it landed very well.
I mean, he was in the Young Justice episode season.
And isn't
most
there an
recent one.
episode of Justice League Unlimited where they have like fake versions of those characters too, like Apache Chief and Samurai?
I don't know.
Other than
show.
Chris Pine, are any of those characters like people that you were excited to see, Wombat? I don't know if those were real characters.
I don't think so. I mean, Etta Candy is. But I don't know anyone that's sitting around going, I need to see Etta Candy in a movie. So that's that, but I think that's the only one. And
It was
the
fun.
The action scenes were great, I thought.
Yes, I like
the
that.
evil doctor lady is a comic book character too.
You have to
Dr.
like those
Poison.
slow motion action.
Yeah, I
scenes.
don't love that grating music that they have in these. Like these, yeah, it's the same music from 300.
That's played on a cello, not a guitar.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't like it. Whatever it is.
I like it.
Do you?
I do. I like the Wonder
You
Woman
would sit
theme
around and
song.
listen to that? Like that's your...
I have put it on
Your jam?
before. Yeah, I've put that music on before.
Is that your workout music?
It's my workout music. It's my masturbating music.
Masturbating music.
Yeah, so you got to rub something out to
Not the,
something.
not the music. Whoops! I ripped my dick off. Oh well. At least I enjoyed a fine movie soundtrack.
Exactly. Thanks, Hans Zimmer.
But I'm coming off.
That's what I
overly
call my
critical
wiener,
of
by the
Wonder
way,
Woman,
Hans
but
Zimmer.
It was fine. I would watch it again,
Sure.
maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can fast forward the boring parts.
Yeah, like there's that one portion kind of, well, at the beginning it's slow and they lay on the foreshadowing so thick. I think that's one of the problems too, is that the entire plot pretty early on, and you can identify who all the people actually are and what the different things are, because they just keep on laying it on like so much. Like her mom just will not tell Wonder Woman, and the other lady's like, you should tell her. And then they have that scene like 3 times. The same with the scene with, I don't want you training Wonder Woman. And the lady's like saying, I'm going to train her. And that happens like 3 times.
Right.
Yep.
They realize people don't pay attention.
Nope.
Right. Like if you didn't catch it the first time, you're going to be fine. It's going to come back around.
Right. All will be explained. All right. Read this, bitches.
Oh, I started listening to Ready Player One because I have to. Like, that movie is going to come out. It's about all of these pop culture things that I like, right? So I had to go see Pixels. I got to read this book. I'm an hour into it, which is right around a chapter, I would guess. I'm listening to the Will Wheaton read version.
How long is the audiobook?
Maybe 13 hours.
Oh.
I think there's 13 chapters. 13 like files. I think I'm through one file about. I'm somewhere early second chapter.
Okay.
I think there was like a prologue or something as well.
Did they mention Alf yet?
I don't know that Alf. I don't know if Alf's in the book, but I literally pause. Like, I have to pause and like just like rub my temple anytime like they've mentioned too many references in a row. When I'm listening.
That's why I stopped reading. As I mentioned so long ago.
I know, but I had to experience it. It seems like the underlying plot is okay. It's just all this pandering to all these references that's on top of it. And I like tweeted a little bit about this earlier today, but it reads like, do you remember in high school when everybody read Catcher in the Rye? You guys read it, right?
Yes.
And then like shortly after that, you'd have like an assignment to like write a fiction piece or something. And everybody's like paper is like trying to write about like a different Holden Caulfield type of thing. It's like it's all that same tone.
Okay.
Like everybody just wants to write the next Catcher in the Rye.
Not me. I'm not a phony.
Right. You were working on Who Moved My Cheese or Cheese, whatever.
Yeah.
No, what was that one? There was another one that the Who Moved My Cheese, but the other one that had cheese in the title that was kind of Holden Caulfield-esque.
Who cut the cheese?
That was it.
Oh.
Flowers for Algernon? That had a mouse in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I like cheese.
it just the tone of it just feels like this person really liked Catcher in the Rye and wanted to write a Catcher in the Rye with video game and 80s stuff.
Well, it's working out for him.
It is. I think the movie might be okay because I think you can get away with the references more in a movie because the people aren't going to be saying them.
Also, it'll be 2 hours as opposed to 13.
Right.
And you can only fit so many references into 2 hours.
And I doubt they'll have like, there's like a long section about like how this character doesn't believe in God and all this stuff. And I doubt that will, if that is a like part of the theme of the whole book, I don't know, but like the part that I listened to today, it was like, I don't think this part will be in the movie. Like this isn't really adding a whole lot. This just seems like angsty teenager, like backstory type thing. Not that I'm saying that all the people that don't believe in God are angsty teenagers, but that's just like the tone that was kind of.
Can't believe you just called Cheapy an angsty teenager.
Right, exactly.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Anorexic teenager? Is that what you just said?
Yeah,
That's what I said.
That's you.
Good.
But I'm gonna listen to it all. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna be pausing a bunch, I bet. But it's
just wait till you see Alf. He'll really save the day for you.
Is he in the book? I hope he is.
No problem.
That's pretty good.
Oh, you know, you're getting
It's
bored
pretty-
of the book? Then you see, all of a sudden, Alf pops up. No problem. Hey, Willie. Give me some cats. I'm hungry.
Hungry. I remember that was his big catchphrase. It was just a poster. And underneath it, it said, hungry. I had that one.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I have a poster of him that says,
No problem.
I never
That
met
was-
a cat I didn't like, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Alf was
Is
good.
it, no, isn't it I never ate a cat I didn't like? Or is that?
I don't
Something.
think it got that. I think it was
I'm eating a cat right now and I like it. That's exactly what it said.
Mhm.
I remember the poster looked like a front cover of a Life magazine issue.
Okay.
Hmm.
So are we going to keep talking about illegal aliens that love munching on pussy, or are we going to move on?
We can move on to new releases.
All right, then.
I could have went either way, but sure. All right.
So Knack 2 came out.
I forgot to get it.
Did you?
Yep.
I bet I would like Knack 2, actually, if I actually sat down and play. My biggest problem with Knack 2 is, or in Knack in general, is just I do not like looking at that. It is not a thing that my eyes find pleasing at all.
Oh, the knack, whatever it is.
Yes.
The character.
And
Sharona.
Right. It's him, and it's... Have you ever seen the people that are in that game as well?
I've never played the first one. I never
Okay.
bought it, even when it was like $3.
The people have a really strange look to them as well. They're really like low poly looking type of things. I don't know. I've heard positive things about Knack 2.
Yeah, but you bought a game this week. Do you need to buy 2 games in a week?
No, I will wait. My strategy on Knack 2 is that'll probably come to PlayStation Plus.
There you go. Although Knack 1 hasn't, so...
No, but it got real cheap in a sale.
Yeah, but I
Like-
didn't buy it.
I did. I played some of Knack. It's fine.
I'll take your word for it.
Mhm.
What game did you buy this week?
I bought Destiny 2.
Wow, I never heard of it. Tell me what it's about.
It's about having a plot this time.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
It's about Nathan Fillion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm about 3 hours in. I know that you've been playing as well, Wombat.
Yeah, I got about 2 hours in last night. I would have played more, but I decided to do the show instead.
Sure. Cheapy, did you play it at all today?
Yeah, I streamed some online today.
Oh,
Oh, did you? Did you buy it or did you?
I rented it from Redbox.
Okay, you said you were gonna. Yeah. Okay.
I did that.
So how far along are you?
I played a couple hours, probably.
Okay. So we're all a couple hours in. So we probably all have some initial thoughts.
We are already like 2 hours more into the story than we were the first Destiny.
Yes. I mean, so far so good. I like that I could kind of just play by myself.
Well, that's pretty much all you can do for the first
Yeah.
hour and a half, right?
Yep.
It won't even let you play with other people.
No.
Yeah, no, it's... If you were to ask me, is there a big graphical improvement from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2? I would have no idea. It looks...
I feel like there's a slight one in some of the background textures, but it could also just be me assuming there is, but there isn't.
Sure. Like, it's all I don't know. It's all muddled in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really nice.
PS4 Pro.
How's it look on the Pro?
Woot. Looks good.
All right. Well, it's got pro. It's got pro enhancements.
It does have pro enhancements, but not 60 frames per second.
No.
And I wonder if the Xbox One. Do you think the Xbox One X could get 60 frames per second, or they wouldn't do that because of like the marketing deal that
They may not do it because of the marketing deal, even if they could. But I don't know if
With
they
Pop
could.
Tarts, you mean?
Yeah, Pop Tarts.
with
Pop Tarts for
Sony.
everyone.
No, with Sony.
So what do you think, Cheapy? You were the biggest critic of this game in the first place.
I mean, the story, like, I don't know what the hell's happening in the story. Is that really a story? Like, if
Well, they
is
blew
Sony,
up-
like-
they-
much more of a story than last time.
they blew up
like,
your house, and you got to stop the guys who blew up your house.
I was so happy my
that's
house got
enough.
blown up, though. I hated that place.
Yeah, me
it was
too. I
where I
wasn't a
just
fan.
ran around forever, like trying to talk to people.
Yep.
it looks good. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna. I just don't see myself putting a lot of time into that game and like organizing. I don't know.
I'm
you
going
guys
to keep
wanted
going with it because.
Really? Are you gonna play with anybody? Or are you just gonna?
Oh, I played some with Sean Norton.
What? How come I
yep.
wasn't invited?
Because you didn't have the game yet, I don't believe.
I wasn't invited, so
Fucking hell.
You were asleep.
that's a good reason.
I had it.
Yeah. Did
I have
you?
a headset too. Yeah, I got it.
We
on
didn't.
on
We didn't play
Wednesday.
with headsets. We played with emotes and dancing.
Oh,
Nice.
see, you guys aren't serious about people who play this game. I feel like you're either like super serious about it or you just don't play it.
Actually, when I played the first one a lot, and I played a lot of the first one, most of the people I played with, although we did have headsets, they were not super serious about it. A lot of it actually was kind of, goofiness and just having a good time, which is actually part of the reason why I enjoyed playing the game so much. Is it does kind of lend itself, because the game isn't competitive. I mean, there is the Crucible if you want to play competitive, but the meat of that game was all playing with other people. It's a lot more friendly and more about helping someone than it is about being a jerk, which I think is part of the reason why it became so popular, was that aspect of it. It's very, you don't gain anything by being a dick in that game. In fact, the nicer and better a person you are, the better your experience will probably be, because you'll finish missions.
Like, I didn't play any of Destiny 2, like any of the expansions or anything. I
played all the expansions
vanilla,
in Destiny 1.
So I never got to see like how much of this stuff that's in Destiny 2 kind of got put into Destiny. But I think the fact that there are quest givers out in the levels, and they're like people that are like actual characters, goes a long way with my enjoyment. And that I can do multiple like little missions without feeling like I have to go back to the hub.
Right.
Yeah, that was a big change and I haven't even gotten that far yet, but that was something that I read about. It's like a lot of one of the biggest problems in that game was, I did this mission, now I have to go back to the Citadel for reasons. And to kind of take some of that out, to take out some of the backtracking and minutia. And it's one of the problems with Mass Effect Andromeda, was that you would do things and then you'd have to like go back to your ship or go back to a whole other planet. And it's just, no one wants to sit through loading screens for no reason. So you got to take those out of all games.
Right. And I remember the first one, it just seemed like I would do a mission that I'd have to go back to the Citadel. Is that what it was called? Is it really the Citadel?
Citadel. Yeah. I think so. Now you're making me second guess it, but yeah, we'll say Citadel.
And then I would turn something in, and then I would immediately go back to the same.
Or was that Mass Effect?
Planet I was in. Citadel was definitely Mass Effect.
That's Mass Effect, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I was like, wow, did they rip off Mass Effect for that game?
Wait, Destiny Citadel. How to get to the Citadel on? Oh, it's a thing in the. There was a place in the game called the Citadel, but it's not the. It's not
the place that was exactly.
It's not
like
the place.
Citadel.
No, I'm just getting things all mixed up.
So. It seems like the loot is dropping, at least so far, a lot faster than it did in the first game as well. I'm picking up stuff constantly.
I'm just getting these tokens. How come I'm just getting these tokens?
Okay, so you're in the first Earth city or whatever.
Right.
Because are you doing the mission, like there's stuff that just keeps on drilling into the planet? There's there's this continuous mission that happens right around that first character you meet. And if you keep on doing that, you get the tokens. You do get the tokens throughout the levels, but you'll and I don't quite understand what that does. Like you turn him into that guy. You go in and then he there's a screen where there's a glyph that you can get or something. And I'm
the
like,
tower.
Okay.
It's called the tower in Destiny 1.
Oh, okay. And it shows me this glyph and you can click on it and there's all these purple weapons and everything. And I'm like, okay, I want that. And I just keep on giving them coins and I have no idea what that's doing for me.
Yeah, that's what's keeping me. Things like that are keeping me from getting the game. I just don't want to. Just want to play it. I want to.
And be careful with your shaders, because now once you use a shader, that's it. It's used.
I don't care.
That's it. It's gone
my character could be whatever color his armor is that I pick up. That's
that's the color it is.
That's what
I like the shaders a lot in the first game, and I'll guess I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because I don't have a choice and I own the game. But it does kind of bum me out that I have to be.
I would charge the crap out of those things because the only people who care about those are the people who are going to be spending money.
Which is fine, I think, to sell them. I think just selling them as I want this to be blue, and then I use my blue, and then I'm like, ooh, I have new armor. Man, I wish this was blue. Do I have to buy it again? That stinks. So, I don't know.
We'll see how it plays out.
Exactly. I'll see how I'll give it a little bit of. Although it seems oddly enough, it seems to be the biggest complaint about the game. Even on Reddit, it's this shader business, and even what's his name, Luke Smith, tweeted about it.
What did he say?
He said, "Wait, I have it right here." Sorry, my
He basically said that you would get more. You'd have a lot of them if you went and did a lot of raids and stuff.
Well, I like his quote better. Wait,
here it is. Fuck you.
No, he says, "I want to run here with Destiny 2. We want some statements like, I want to run the raid trials or go back to Titan to get more of its shaders to be possible." And I actually I retweeted that and said I would prefer it if I wanted to do those things because they were awesome, not just to get more shaders. And it's not even to get more shaders; it's to possibly get the same shader again. Why would I want to do a mission that I've already done again with the hopes of getting another blue shader or another camouflage shader? Well, it's tacky.
Shady.
It's shady. It's super shady, especially when, obviously they're selling them. So some people have said that, once you hit level 20, you get shaders all the time. But
shit, I'm swimming in shaders.
Yeah.
Which everybody is at level 20 almost already. I see running
it's
around.
crazy how people they just live it. They live Destiny. I'm level 2, by the way.
I think I'm level 6, level 5, level 6, something like that.
I got to level 2.
4 or 5.
My guy's going to look like one of those Volkswagens that has a different colored panel on each side. That's the look I'm going for.
I should have just bought it.
You should have. You still can.
But I wasn't sure if I was going to get it for PC, PS4, or not at all.
Well, you're talking to two people that have it on the PS4.
But I don't know that I'm ever going to play with you guys. Like, I don't know. You're probably not going to be there. Ship's going to forget about this game in about 2 minutes. And Wombat, you play it like weird times on like Saturday morning at 8 a.m.
You mean when my children are sleeping?
Right.
Yeah.
8 a.m. Saturday morning.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Sounds reasonable.
It's not reasonable?
No. Well, you don't like to play games with me anyway.
Stop, hey.
I don't know what's your point.
I'm saying that I feel like if I bought the game, we probably never play together anyway.
Yeah.
But maybe we could, because then we could stream it.
That's true.
And that would be fun. Why didn't you tell me this? I would have bought it and got the $10 reward certificate.
Yeah, I know. People would have gone bananas to watch you and I stream Destiny together. That would be your most watched Twitch stream ever. It'd make Christian Spicer look like a dildo.
We played some good Battlegrounds today.
I know, I watched it.
It was really fun. You see, we got number 3.
I missed that. I put it on in the background when I'm at work, and I try to watch as much as I can.
It was pretty fun.
Yes.
We were so bad, but it's still fun.
Mm-hmm.
So Destiny 2 seems pretty good, is what we're here to say.
Yeah, I think they did okay this time.
Seems
I have no major complaints yet, but I haven't played enough to complain. So
even the ship loading screens seem quicker,
Sure.
much quicker this time around.
Yeah.
My boss was very excited when I told him that you could get a Sparrow with Pop-Tarts. So that's exciting. It's something for my employer and I to bond over is Destiny.
Pop-Tarts.
And Pop-Tarts.
What else?
I've been playing some of Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Oh.
They sent a code over for that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all one title? I see a colon in there. So it's Life is Strange Before the Storm. Not Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Right, I see what you're saying.
I've been playing that. And
which one? The first one or the second one?
Yeah, are you playing Life is Strange Before the Storm or Life is Strange Before the Storm?
But one of those. It's the sequel to Life is Strange. Or it's the prequel to Life is Strange, actually.
Mm.
The second game in the Life is Strange franchise.
Hmm.
We saw this at E3. This is it. For those not familiar, it's like a Telltale style game. But it's not running on the Telltale engine, and it's a little bit smoother, I would say. It still has the basic trappings of those games, but
Yes. It looks a little better.
yeah, it looks a little better. I've played through this one of the scenes that we saw at E3, which was the underground rock show at the barn area, and it's really good. Like, the writing is good. The voice actor or actress for the main character sometimes is a little bit like sounds a little flat, but the writing's really good. I don't know.
That's because they use non-union actors.
Did they?
Scabs.
Really?
Scabs, I say.
Is that a thing? Is that really a thing?
I think so.
Okay.
Because didn't Ashley Birch do the voice
the first time around?
First time around.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I didn't play the first
game. Not use
game.
her for this one.
Okay. I mean, it's still fine. It's just I did notice, like, there's a couple lines that were delivered, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I get what they're going for. It's it's a lot of angsty teenagers this episode, because this is definitely angsty teenager central. But it's
Thorban really likes it. The series.
Okay, yeah, this one's. I like it too. I didn't play the first one. Maybe I'll play it after this one. I don't know. At some point, I think I own it, or it was part of PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live.
PlayStation Plus, yeah. All right.
Yep.
What
and
else?
That game I talked about last week, Last Day of June. That was the one with the people without eyes, and somebody was knocking the door. I still haven't answered the door from last week.
Good call.
Yeah.
Too scary.
Yeah.
What else?
Could be somebody nice. I don't know.
Are you playing this Vita game here?
What Vita game is that? I see it has a colon in it, so Wombat can probably pronounce it.
Oh, it's Utaware Rumono, Mask of Truth.
Utaware.
I haven't.
Utaware Rumano?
Rumono. How is that Rumano?
Rumono?
No, you did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I'm just kind of eyeballing it.
Right.
Mask of Truth?
Yeah, Mask of Truth. Why would they put that crazy word in front of it?
Is that really This is a second game in this series, at least, as well. Okay. They've had one
I feel like we made fun of the name Utaware Rumono before.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it did seem familiar.
Utawa Ray Romano.
Yes, Utawa Ray Romano.
Yep.
How is it?
I haven't played it.
Oh,
Deborah, buy my game. Ma, get out of my house. Buy my game.
All right. Anything else? The new releases?
No, I think that's enough new releases.
We're good?
I think so. RBI Baseball 2017 has made its way to Nintendo Switch.
Great.
All right, let's talk about HelloFresh.
Sure.
We love HelloFresh.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, what just happened here?
I don't know.
In fact, I just made my last HelloFresh meal I made for Osaka Grandma and the rest of my family. She ate the whole thing. She's a very picky eater, I'll have you know.
She ate the whole HelloFresh just by herself?
No.
You mean there was nothing left for the remaining three of you? That's a lot of food for one woman.
She ate her portion, her own portion.
What'd you make?
Portions, we haven't talked about that before. The portions seem like perfect sizes.
They're very
there's
good.
There's never like
sizes.
leftovers. You don't feel like overly full. It's good.
Right. For those of you who don't know, HelloFresh is a meal delivery kit service. And what they'll do is you select your meals once a week, and a big insulated box will show up at your door once a week with the week's meals in them that you've picked out, with easy to follow 6-step recipes. All the ingredients come in the box. All you have to do is basically cut them up and follow the easy instructions. And the food is really good. It's all really healthy. They have a nutritionist on staff that that designs all the meals. 2 nutritionists or dietitians, whatever you call it. They got 2 of them. And it's less than $10 a meal, which is great. So, Osaka Grandma, I was really, it was an honor for me to be able to cook dinner for her and for her, not just to eat it, but we had the beef stir fry you had asked before. I didn't answer. So we had an Asian inspired meal that a white man made for his Asian family. It was a big hit.
Awesome. I made dinner tonight. My wife had an after work thing, and she wasn't going to be home until late. And I started dinner, and I had it ready for when she came home. I made the chicken with the zucchini, shredded zucchini on top. Mm-hmm. That was bananas delicious. With mashed potatoes. I peeled potatoes. I mashed potatoes. I shredded a zucchini. They give you a zucchini. They don't just send you a bag of pre-shredded soggy zucchini. You get a fresh zucchini that you have to shred yourself. It's better that way because you're getting a fresh vegetable. Some fresh green beans. So I had zucchini, green beans, potatoes, chicken. It was so good. It was so good. And you have to pound the chicken, and I just like pounding meat. And I had the orecchiette with the sausage yesterday. Did you have that one yet?
I might have had that one.
That one is
orecchiette sounds familiar.
It's little round pasta.
Yeah, the ear pastas, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I learned what that was from HelloFresh.
Yeah.
I learn things because of HelloFresh. And now I will teach you to go to HelloFresh.com and use promo code CAGCast30 to save $30 off your first week of deliveries when you subscribe. I think you really like it. I've been doing it since almost a year. We're coming. This December will be a full year of us doing it. So it's Osaka Grandma was so impressed when she saw the stack of recipes that we don't throw any of those out. So she saw how many meals I made. She was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, it's fun to keep all those recipes.
It's like my proof that I've accomplished something.
Yeah.
The proof that I fed my family by my own hand. Anyway, HelloFresh.com, promo code CAGCast30 to get $30 off your first week of deliveries when you subscribe. Thank you, HelloFresh. Let's move on to... It's a multi-plat. Sorry, I was just reading someone's joke on the outline. Both the multi-platforming and Wombat's Overwatch Onslaught and other news and stuff. So Wombat at Voltazors writes in and asks, how excited are you, Wombat, for the Mercy buffs?
I don't think it's possible to be any more excited.
It's your favorite band.
The Mercy, I saw the Murphy buffs at CBGB's when I was 14 years old. So it's really exciting that they're coming back.
All right. Did I ask this question last week?
That is a great band name, by the way, Shipwreck.
What's the band name?
The Mercy Buffs.
Oh, it is the Mercy Buffs. Oh, wow. So do you know about the Mercy Buffs? I guess you don't.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you know who Mercy is?
She's a character in the game Overwatch. She's like the angel one, right?
Right. She's the healer.
Yeah.
So now, it used to be when she had her ultimate move, remember the ultimate move? Like the one special move that you build up to as you play? Do you remember that?
No.
It's like your power move. Once you play for a while, it builds up and then you can use it. She used to be able to resurrect people. Now she can fly around and shoot people better.
That makes my day.
Yep. So you are, to answer this guy's question, very excited.
I am excited for the Mercy buffs. I'll get my tour shirt out and everything.
Good. I haven't been playing much
Uncle
Overwatch.
Jesse's band?
Yeah. He was in the...
He was in what?
Oh, behave. Or whatever he says. Have mercy. That's it. He says, have mercy. Have behave is Austin Powers. Boy, I'm getting all my references mixed up. It's like I wrote Ready Player One on acid or something.
I would love a version of Ready Player One where all the references are wrong.
They're just wrong. And then Deadpool came out and said, "Do I make you horny, baby?"
I'm
at least
all
that would be
in.
funny.
I can't wait till Mel Brooks' version of Ready Player One.
Of Ready Player One.
That is a good idea.
There you go.
You should get working on that, Wombat. Get your team
Severus
together.
Snape comes out and tells Luke he's his father. It'll be awesome.
Get Christian Spicer going on this. Put him on this project.
All right. I'm sure he has nothing to do.
Right. What else do we have here in Wombat's Overwatch Onslaught and news and stuff? Oh, I've been playing Agents of Mayhem.
Really?
I rented that from
how is it?
Redbox as well. I feel like what happened was they wanted to make another Saints Row game, but they didn't have enough money or something, or they decided I can't tell if it's if they just wanted to take some time off from Saints Row or they just didn't have enough money. And I'm pretty sure it's the money thing. But anyway, it's basically like Crackdown. It reminds me a lot of Crackdown. It's got the Saints Row sort of adult themes running through it. And I haven't played that much, so I can't really give you a very super fair recount of the game. But my initial impression is
refinancing of home mortgages, that type of thing. Adult themes.
Right. No, just see, the problem is in Saints Row, you had adult themes. In this game, it seems you just have like cursing.
Right.
For the sake of cursing, which like it's so unnecessary. And the game's like sort of has a cartoon style to it. In fact, when they have cutscenes, it's actual like anime. So it's an actual cartoon. But it's just the cursing seems out of place and unnecessary because there's no other adult. There's, Saints Row had like a lot of sex jokes and duty jokes and all kinds of like gross, immature humor. This one just seems to have the cursing. But other than that, it seems like a pretty decent Crackdown imitator and maybe even better than the Crackdown 3. But I don't know. It doesn't have any of like the cool like Saints Row style story stuff. It just really feels.
What's the setup? Is it just open world like Crackdown? What's going on with the structure?
Yeah, pretty much. You're in Seoul, Korea, and you have a bunch of different characters that you can switch to on the fly, and you're unlocking them as you play through. And you take 3 with you on the mission on most missions. Some missions, I think you can just have 1, but and you can just switch through them on the fly. And while you're not using that one character, the other ones heal. You can triple jump through things, so like there's a lot of jumping, but I don't know. It doesn't grab me like Saints Row does.
You know what I remember about Seoul?
About
Korea?
who?
About Seoul, Korea?
Yeah. What?
That Olympics they had in the 1980s.
I remember that.
Yep, that's my reference.
What happened?
Getting that 80s reference in there.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, it seems
I've
fine.
listened to way too. An hour of that book is way too much for me. Like everything, like anytime I see anything, it's like, oh yeah, that would be a good place to insert a reference to the 1980s. After
kind of like early episodes of Family Guy. It's like that time we went to the Olympics in South Korea.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Agents of Mayhem. You should probably rent it if you can. Check.
Oh, we're still talking about that? I thought we.
No, I'm done. We can move on. At Cavachino writes in and says, "What do you think about South Park, The Fractured Butthole, Race Slider, making the game harder if your character is black? It's actually the other way around. You're selecting the difficulty, and as you select the difficulty, it changes the race of your character."
Yes.
What do I think about it? I think it's pretty clever.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a very South Park thing to do. I feel like, with these South Park games, these guys actually like put some time into it.
They do. I listened to an interview with Trey Parker recently where he talked about how much time he's been putting into making this game. So, and I believe him. What does he have to lie about?
Yeah, what else does he have to do? Makes a TV show, makes that.
Making that TV show is hard.
Well, yeah, but he's not making it all the time.
No, he's back to doing it again soon, though. That's
No,
how it
I
works.
should probably play. I played a lot of the first one. It was really good. I just didn't finish it.
I own the first one. I never really got into it.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was really well done.
It's not my kind of game. Like the gameplay is just not really my thing.
Yeah, well, that's Mrs. Cheapy. What she wants to do. She might be into it.
She might want a fractured butthole.
How dare you speak about my wife's butthole?
I wasn't. I was talking about the game title.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, some people take things so
Quick.
seriously.
Talk about this next news item.
Rockstar
Please
is
forget
bringing
about
LA Noire to new consoles and the Switch for reasons.
Because they can.
Yeah, I guess. I never played that game. I have no idea
Now's
if
your
it's any
chance.
good. Yeah, I guess. Is it any
Buying
good?
that Switch has paid off.
I own one game for my Switch.
LA Noire, it's interesting.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's a good story driven game. I remember there being some control issues as far as like some of the action parts. I remember jumping around on some scaffolding that wasn't the best.
Remember the movie The Untouchables?
Yeah, I do.
That's a good movie. I'm a dick.
No, it's perfect. I'm thinking about the Untouchables now.
I know.
I have paused this podcast to think about the
Think about
Untouchables.
The Untouchables. When he catches the baby with the stroller going down the thing, the steps. Teamwork. It's all about teamwork.
I think I mean they'll make money on this. Why not?
They must have figured out that they can't lose money on it.
Right.
Like it must not cost that much to.
It's just sitting there. Like somebody opened up a closet and they saw LA Noire at Rockstar.
Yeah.
And all right. But I don't. I guess it'll hold up fine.
I stopped playing that game when somebody posted spoilers on CAG about the ending.
Oh yeah. See that.
And then after I put a lot of time into it, I was like, okay. And that was the end of that. All right, let's move on to Microsoft. This is a long ass question for an hour into the show, isn't it? Well, let's do one of these. How about this one, since I like Battlegrounds? At AC Slice asks, with the huge success of PUBG on PC, do you think that the crossover to Xbox will be the same level of popularity? So he just announced that they sold 10 million copies of Battlegrounds on
Do we
PC.
think they'll sell 10 million copies on the Xbox?
That's basically what you're asking. I mean, you have the install base is higher, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
10 million is a crazy high number.
I know.
For PC.
Yeah. I was
For
going to say
PC only, it's a crazy high number no matter what.
Yes.
For PC only, it's
Bananas.
I mean, right? Like what PC games have done that?
That's like saying everyone who has a PC that can play the game owns the game.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Although I'm sure someone will say,
Okay,
there's
let's
more
look
than
up.
10 million people with gaming PCs.
Okay, here we
That's
go.
the worst.
Here we go. So
Well, yeah,
here are the
but I mean-
top. It's one of the top PC games of
Yeah.
all time.
Yes. It's yeah.
Minecraft is number one at 26 million
That's all
World-
Minecraft is sold on PC.
on PC.
Wow. see?
All 26 million.
I feel like it should be higher. But anyway, go
World of
ahead.
Warcraft is 14 million.
Mm.
Diablo 3 was 12 million. Terraria, you know that game?
Terraria.
20
Uh-huh.
Terraria, 20 million.
That's the
20
sleeper
million
hit
copies.
right there.
Right. I did not know that. I was not expecting Minecraft and 6 million under Minecraft. Terraria. I don't know how this is on Wikipedia, so I don't know how accurate it is, but yeah. You know, Battlegrounds is more than Half-Life 2. So do we think that Battlegrounds is going to sell 5 million copies on Xbox, 10 million copies on Xbox. It might just be a PC thing with this game. I can see that.
It's so hard to tell. It's honestly, I don't know. I want to say I have an estimated guess, and I don't. I think that part of the thing that's hurting more than helping is I feel like it's taking a long time to get this game on the Xbox.
Yeah, the sooner the better. It'd be nice if it launched with the Xbox One X.
It would have been nice if it came out a month ago in August when there wasn't that much competition. And this is, I feel like this is, and you could disagree with me or not. You've played it. I haven't. I feel like this is a really good companion game. It's not your main game. It's not the game you're playing all the time, but it's you know what? I just want to play some battle grab, whatever.
It's an anytime game.
It's an anytime game. It's a companion game. It doesn't have to be a holiday game. It's a really good, I'm going to buy this in August now and play it. And, and then I'll get my holiday stuff, my big releases later. And I can play those.
Well, it's $30 also.
Yeah.
Which has
Is that what's going to be on Xbox, though?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
It'll do, 10 million's a lot for a console game.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Especially a console exclusive.
I want to say, Rocket League sold about half of what it did. The last time I looked at the numbers on consoles, it did on PC. They're not nearly the quantity that Battlegrounds does, but I just kind of think of like a recent comparison of something that was popular on PC and then came to consoles.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Rocket League did. I don't think it's in the same ballpark, though.
No, it's not in the same ballpark, but I just remember that being one of the recent, really popular on PC and then came to consoles, right? It came out for PC first, I believe.
Rocket League has sold more than 10.5 million copies across all platforms.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Good. Pretty good. So I don't know. I mean, I think the fact that it's too bad because it is an early access game and Xbox has that program. So it's too bad they couldn't get that going on there like ASAP. It'd be a good publicity for Xbox's early access thingy. But
the weird thing is though, but Epic has those games out that are early access on PS4.
They're not really calling it early access.
Right. I mean, they're selling them for $60 in the store as well, but...
Right. I don't know what they're calling it and how they're getting around it. They're considering it a release game, I think, as far as the platform holders are concerned. It's a scam.
I would think Sony should have tried that route with this game as well.
Yeah, right. Well, Microsoft made some deal with them.
Mm-hmm. Smart deal.
All right. Yeah. You gotta be on that.
Yep.
And let's talk about Nintendo. Let's talk about Mario versus Mario and Rabbids.
Remember that? Oh, who got that? Or were you going to talk more about that?
We both, Chibi and I, have that.
Oh, yeah, I know. You guys talked about it.
You don't want to hear about that?
Did you talk about it last week?
We talked about it. We hadn't played that much of it last week, I don't think. I've played more. Have you played more, Chibi?
I played more. I'm on World 2 something.
Okay.
I think.
That's similar to where I'm at, I believe.
It got hard pretty quickly. And I'm dying. Can't beat the guys. But I haven't played that much, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know, it's not like super enticing to me, that game. Needs more loot boxes.
It needs something. It needs something to make me really drawn to it. It's a solid game.
There should be 100 different types of rabbits that could be on your team.
There doesn't seem like a lot of rewards coming my way.
That's what I mean. It should be do this mission, get this rabbit, and there's all sorts of different rabbits that do all sorts of different things, right?
Or
it's
Mario
very much
characters.
Not that though. It's you have 8 possible characters.
Well, yeah. See, that seems kind of lame.
Yes. And you basically buy the new weapons in the shop, right? Is that the only way to get new weapons?
Yeah.
So that's not that exciting.
No,
random-
like that's the
no
thing.
loot.
They made a very good like core game, and then miss some of like the carrots to make you want to go play it.
Like the reason that I
Right.
keep playing Injustice 2. Like that, like someone's going to come to my house and take it away from me.
But unlike Injustice, this game, you try to do a difficult level, and it takes up a little bit of time, and then you fail the level. You got to go back and do it again if you want to move forward, and you've just sunk in a lot of time and got basically nothing out of it.
Yeah, that stinks.
It stinks. So yeah,
They were
I still
just throwing diamond boxes at people over the weekend on Injustice. Like every 2 hours they had this event, and it was really easy. It only took like 15 minutes at most, and you would get 6 diamond boxes out of it. It was pretty cool.
You didn't tell me. Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. I guess I should have. But I got all sorts. Some of my characters are just all decked out in nothing but epic gear now. It's pretty cool. I have an all epic maxed out Batman. Level 20 Batman, all epic gear. Same thing with my Harley Quinn. It's very exciting.
Right.
But they added a new tier. Now there's legendary gear. So now I have they're doing a really good job of giving you reasons to keep playing that game. It's very similar. I'll say this. I get it with the Overwatch stuff because this is a very similar carrot.
The random loot drops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've told you, it's like some sort of human psyche weakness that like you want to win these you want to open these random loot boxes.
And there's something enjoyable about making the Flash look like a real asshole.
Well, that part was the developer's cleverness.
Yeah, it's super clever, like genius. If they don't do this for the next Mortal Kombat game, they have to, right? They're going to have to do it in the next Mortal Kombat.
Can't they make a Marvel game, these guys? Can they
No, this Marvel vs. Capcom, which comes out soon, and it's...
that looks like trash.
Yeah, so...
Can't they? Don't you just want Injustice, but with Marvel characters?
I would love Injustice with Marvel characters. Very much so. Very much would I love Injustice with
that would make a few dollars, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, just
a few shekels for sure.
It's such a weird concept, and the fact that it works, that you could actually change the cosmetic look of these iconic characters, And I remember when the first was it Mortal Kombat versus DC, where there was all this talk back and forth, and they, it has to be rated T for teen, and the Joker can't shoot someone, and we got to take out fatalities, and it was to come with that tight a grip on these licenses to now it being like, and now we're going to make Green Lantern look like a total dick if you want him, or he can look super cool because we're going to have all this wacky gear and you're going to swap it out on him and you could change his colors and you could
buy it.
It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's smart. I mean, it makes money for them.
Totally makes money for them. So, and
But
yes, it does make
turn,
me excited for what they could do with Mortal Kombat, though.
Right.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Nintendo. Oh, Mario is no longer a plumber officially, according to Nintendo.
Should remember when Mario was a plumber?
I do.
The good old days, right?
Yep.
Remember that time?
Remember when King Koopa looked like Dennis Hopper?
Mm-hmm. I remember when he had the red robe with the collar, the king robe, and the crown, and the scepter. Those are good times.
Right. All right. Let's move on to Sony. I don't want to read this one. I don't like this one. All right. Here, Admaster of Who writes in and says, $449 PSVR bundle looks good, right? Everything you need.
Is that with a console?
I don't know what that is. What is he talking? Is that like the welcome kit? What was the day one kit called? I forgot. The day one bundle. What was that shit called, Chip?
I don't know. I'm still trying to remember. Are you talking about Wombat?
Is that who that was? Who had the? Wasn't it in the instruction booklet and Super Mario Brothers? Didn't King Koopa kind of have like a scepter and a crown? Or am I making that up?
What, Dennis Hopper?
No, in Super Mario Brothers, the original, the first game, in the instruction booklet, or like in some of the art, did he ever have like a crown and a scepter and a cape? Or am I completely misremembering against something else?
I don't know.
I don't remember. You might be right.
I don't know. I may also very well be wrong. Now I feel like I have to find it. But
What was your question, Cheap? You asked me something.
I don't know.
It's something about PSVR.
I'm just thinking about Wombat. Maybe right, maybe wrong.
he definitely had a crown in the...
Remember that song?
I do remember that song.
It's a good song.
King Koopa did have a crown.
Do you remember when the Chipmunks covered that song?
Chipmunk
Luckily.
Punk? I own that on
What?
CD. I have that CD in my house.
What are we talking? Not LP. I think you mean.
I had it on. I had the original record when I was a very young boy. But when my daughter was born, we bought the CD as well. So there.
So a $449 bundle for PSVR.
Yeah, I looked it up already.
That's just the PSVR. It's not. Doesn't include a PlayStation with it.
It doesn't include a PlayStation. It includes the Move fucking handles. What do you call those? The Move controllers and the camera. Big deal, right?
It doesn't come with the gun.
Doesn't come with a gun. No, to shoot yourself.
No, they have the gun. There's like
No, not the far point gun.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
come with that. No. I think that's it. It comes with the.
So this thing's $450. Where this is good.
It's not good.
Okay.
Look, we're done with with PSVR for now. You know, a couple games will trickle out. Sony did their thing where they put out the thing and they talk about it for like a little while, then they stop talking about it. So we're in the phase of stop talking about it.
$450.
Right.
That's
All of the VR stuff has come down in price for across the board from all the manufacturers. There's going to be another wave of these things coming out, the new generation of them soon, like wireless and I don't know, higher resolution stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like the PlayStation 1 is already out of date by most people's standards because those Move controllers are kind of ghetto. But I don't know. It's hard to recommend somebody spend that kind of money. CAG bag. I have to ask at least this one CAG bag question. The first one here.
okay.
Because I wasn't sure like if this was a bot.
Okay.
Like just answering questions across the internet or what. So I had to actually like go into this guy's post history to see what was up. So this is from Graftor, and his name on Twitter is Calculator Rentals. And his question is, should I quit my 9-to-5 and be a stay-at-home dad with this company? So of course, I'm assuming that his company is a calculator rental company.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably something that you've not heard of before.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
Are you looking at the website right now? I haven't
I am.
actually looked at it yet.
Yeah.
Here it is, graftor.com. Yes, you can rent a calculator by semester. Oh, so to answer this guy's question, should he stay at home and do this full time? You have to ask yourself a few questions. Are you making enough money to do that so it makes sense? Including, the insurance portion, health insurance portion, because you got to cover that. 2, do you want to work at home and not see your colleagues? I'm assuming you work somewhere now, like a real job, because you might be lonely working at home by yourself. And 3, what's 3, Ship? I forgot what 3 was.
Sorry, I was
calculator rentals. You too busy renting calculators?
Yeah, I was too busy looking at these calculators.
This TI 83 Plus looks pretty dope.
I mean, that's what I had. Like, I'm just surprised that. So I had one of these TI-83s.
Yeah. The Plus or the regular?
I remember the Plus being a thing.
Right.
But I had one of those back in like high school.
Okay.
I'm just surprised that we're still on the 83. Like we haven't progressed in our calculator technology. I guess there's an 84.
Yes. Yeah.
And an 89. Do you remember?
Right.
There was one that was like the 92 and it was like banned. You could not use it because it was too good.
No, I do not remember that.
I never used a graphing calculator. I was too dumb for this.
Yeah, me too.
There it is. I found it immediately. Yes, the TI-92. Look at that beast.
Oh, they can't rent it. They don't rent it at Graph-Tor.com.
Well, it was like outlawed by like the SAT and the ACT and like math.
Oh, wow.
classes.
It has a color screen. TI-92?
Yeah, the TI-92.
It's $150 at Staples. Is that it? Is that right?
No, that's not it. It's too old. They don't make it anymore.
I'm looking at Texas Instruments TI-Nspire
But it was
CX graphing calculator.
It was like the size of like a Wii U tablet, like a little bit beefier Sega Nomad.
You can buy them on eBay for $25.
Oh, that
Mint.
was. I remember people would buy that calculator and be all excited about it, and then they would not be able to use it at school, and so they had bought this super expensive calculator that they couldn't use. I guess they could do their homework with it, but
Shipwreck, tell us some more calculator stories.
look at this. It's got a full QWERTY keyboard on it.
Remember that time when Chipwreck had a calculator?
No.
So what did we say? This guy should quit his job?
He has to answer the questions that I've asked him.
Oh, okay.
I can't repeat them.
This seems like not a bad idea. I just don't know
The calculators aren't that much, though. It's like
right.
$80.
I got to see the numbers.
You're going to spend $20 to rent an $80 calculator? I mean, maybe, because you don't really need... How long are you going to need that calculator for?
I still use mine.
Yeah, but you're you. This guy doesn't have like a custom designed console cabinet in his house, probably. He didn't need a calculator to put
I don't
it
have a
together.
custom design calculator.
No, custom design cabinet.
Right. Just not.
You probably used a calculator to design it. Or something. Math. Reading. Shanafan asks, Wombat is the resident expert of anything Marvel or DC related. If he could pick between the two, which would be his favorite and why? Choose one, Wombat.
Can't.
You can't?
No. They both...
If Marvel and DC were both in a lifeboat and one of them was drowning, both of them were drowning, who would you save? You can only save
I
one.
don't. Honestly, it's not that cut and dry. I think more recently I've probably been more of a Marvel guy, really only because of Marvel Unlimited. So I would say Marvel, so I can keep reading comic books.
Got it. That's fair.
Yeah. It's more of a pragmatic answer than a who I like better answer. But you can eat my butt if you don't like it.
I'd go Marvel as well.
Yeah. Do you have Unlimited though, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
Mm.
I just
He's limited.
buy I'm limited by the comics I buy.
At Gigi-san writes in and asks, what games are you embarrassingly bad at?
All of them.
Yeah. Well, at least me and Wombat. Shipwreck's good at games.
I'm trying to think of what I'm really bad at. Like
Nothing.
game-wise. No, real-time strategy games. I'm really bad at those if I'm playing against another person.
I doubt it.
No, I am. I first of all, I don't like playing them. That's part of the problem.
I'm pretty bad at Battlegrounds. I'm pretty unsure why I live stream myself playing that.
Everybody's
game
bad at
because
Battlegrounds, though.
I guess. I mean,
That's part of the charm is like that you can survive for long enough and then just randomly get killed.
Right. I guess so. I'm bad at everything, though.
No,
Hockey, I'm okay.
you're not bad. I've seen you play video games. You're not
thanks.
bad.
Oh, thanks, Ship. See? Now I got some street cred.
Right.
Yo, yo, yo.
I watched you play that Ace Combat demo at E3.
What?
Isn't that it's the Namco Bandai. Is that Ace Combat?
Right. Oh, yeah.
The airplane
Did I
game?
do okay? Did I do okay at that?
Yeah, he did fine. He didn't
Yeah,
crash into the
see?
trees or anything.
Good job. See, you're great. You're great at games.
Right.
Thank you. Oh,
the plane,
my ego.
like this little reticule beeped, and then he shot a missile. And
It's called having tone, Shipwreck.
so he knows all the lingo.
Tango down. That's from SOCOM.
I remember SOCOM.
Oh, I love SOCOM. You'd really say Tango Get Down. It was so fun. All right, we made it to the end of the outline. What a joyous time. Let's remind everybody to follow us on Twitter at CheapED, at New Wombat, at Shipwreck, at Video Game Deals, of course. Let's remind everybody to go to HelloFresh.com and use coupon code CAGCast30 to save $30 off your first week of deliveries when you subscribe. It's going to be good. Anything else we need to remind people?
No.
No.
HasCon is this week.
Oh. What can we expect from that?
Flow Rider will be performing.
Oh. Wow.
I would go to if it was closer. You guys are close to Rhode Island, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's all relative. 4 hours away.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Chewbacca Mom's going to be there.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my God. Who cares?
That's really
People are looking for Chewbacca Mom still?
Clearly.
It's still a thing?
Clearly. She did do that porno.
Does she have an iPhone game?
Probably.
I'm going to be really mad if she has an iPhone game.
I'm sure she does.
Now I want to look up. If she has an iPhone game.
You can do it after the show.
No, I need to know. Chewbacca Mom. No, she doesn't. Phew, thank God. Okay. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bread's done.
Other ways, inconceivable. 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 Inconceivable! You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means. You think it means. You think it means. You think it means.